the face of Christ and hear His voice in our midst. For 28 years, Jesuit Communications has been promoting the Catholic faith and serving the nation through both traditional and new media. Hear us tackle national issues in light of Christian values on Usapang Kapatid, Pasakalye, and Radio Veritas. Watch our uplifting reflections on Kapet Pandasal and The Word Exposed, as well as our acclaimed TV specials. Listen to the inspiring and soothing music of Jesuit Music Ministry's original artists as you read our spiritually enriching books. To learn more about JustCom's mission of evangelization and education, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and our website, justcom.ph. To give a face to the faceless and a voice to the voiceless, that we may recognize Christ in them and hear His story in theirs.
What keeps a family shining?
It's that spark, the bond between spouses, the wisdom of parents, and the dreams of children. And guess what? We're turning that spark into a show. Introducing Spark, Spouses, Parents, and Children. Only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. A program filled with real talk, life hacks, inspiring stories, and yes, even the fun and laughter that keep families strong. So tune in, light up your day, and let's celebrate what makes every family shine. Spark, Spouses, Parents, and Children. Only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Your campus, your community, your spark of inspiration.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Voice of W Eagle kami, di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero, sugo, todo sa
Coming up next, Wellness Wednesdays on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo Katipunan.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Sa Blue Eagle kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng kwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugod, todo sa kayod, dunong at tulog. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan.
We all want to live healthier in mind, body, and spirit. But where do we start? Sometimes, all it takes is a good conversation. Tune in to Wellness Wednesdays on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Together with experts, inspiring guests, and real stories, we explore tips you can actually use. From managing stress, to eating better, to finding balance in a busy world. Because here, we believe wellness isn't just about living longer, it's about living better. So join us, and let's make every Wednesday a step toward your healthiest self. Wellness Wednesdays, wellness that speaks to you. From the body, mind, to might. Every Wednesday on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Isang magandang umaga at mahapon na pala, Ateneo.
Maulan na hapon, Doc.
Oo nga eh. Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays, wellness that speaks to you from the mind and body to the mic. This is your weekly space to talk about health, care, and well-being here on campus. I'm Doc Shaw, the University Physician from the Office of the AVP for Health, Care, and Well-being.
And I'm Billy. I'm a lecturer of health promotion with the Health Sciences program. So every last Wednesday, we'll be here to share tips, stories, and updates to help you thrive physically, psychosocially, and spiritually.
Wow.
Yes.
Medyo heavy pala yun, no?
But before we go into today's topic, Doc, I just want to say that we are currently live on Radyo Katipunan. So on 87.9 FM within Ateneo, Zeno FM /radio/RK879 FM, or you can download the Zeno app and just search for Radyo Katipunan. And we are also live on Facebook and YouTube on the Radyo Katipunan Facebook page and also on the Ateneo page. So, medyo wide reach tayo ngayon, Doc.
So, kailangan pala medyo pag-usapan natin mabuti, no? And for our first offering, actually, would be on something very familiar, something na madalas pag-usapan nowadays, especially that maraming kaguluhan, no? So, we'll talk about wellness.
Wellness, yes. Medyo buzzword siya, no, ang wellness. But what is it exactly?
Well, maraming interpretasyon, no? But for this afternoon, we'll talk about wellness in the context of our mission as in the university, no? And it's not just about, of course, being sick or not sick, but as we will see, it's the totality of our well-being.
Yes. Okay.
Pero siguro, bago magsimula, no, just to introduce the topic, sige, mag-ano muna tayo, trivia muna tayo. Okay, so halimbawa,
Let us start. Wait. For those that are watching on Facebook and YouTube, we will try and flash something on the screen. So kung nakikinig kayo, you can turn on, you can go to YouTube and Facebook to see the screen. So try natin kung gagana.
Sige. So, sige, we wanted to have a sense of what wellness is. So, isa sa mga ginawa naming tanong nung nagkaroon kami ng campaign for health awareness, to ask, on average, how many hours per day does a university student spend sitting down? So, hulaan natin.
Yes.
Letter A, 4 hours. Letter B, 6 hours. Letter C, 8 hours.
Yes, kung may sagot kayo, put it in the chat box. And we will be checking it, no? So, pag-isipan natin, think about yung classes nyo, pag nag-aaral kayo, when you're doing org work, or kahit nga on the way to school, on the way to campus, no, sitting down in traffic, ilang oras din yun.
Mula mula yung siguro pag papunta na kayo ng school, nakasakay nga kayo sa mga kotse nyo until matapos ang last class nyo. How many hours would that be?
Yes, meron bang answers?
May mga sumagot na ba?
Wala pa ngayon.
Wala pa. Siguro wala
Yes.
nakikinig. Pero
Wala.
sige.
So,
Mamaya. Okay.
Okay, our answer is
Letter
C. 8 hours.
Wow, that's almost 1/3 of your day. Tapos kung matutulog ka pa ng 8 hours, ibig sabihin that's about 16 hours na sedentary tayo.
Oh my God. Parang mas matagal pa ata na ako nakaupo kaysa natutulog.
Yun na nga ang mahirap eh. But, ang tanong kasi dyan is, sitting too long, okay, will, of course, not only strain our backs, but will also stiffen our muscles and even affect our mood. So, kaya ang importante, na gumagalaw-galaw tayo. Now, and even when you talk about small actions, they actually total to something very big and will have a huge impact on our health. Kaya naman, siguro, isa sa mga pag-uusapan natin, isang aspeto nitong wellness nito, yung tinatawag nating musculoskeletal disorders, particularly siguro yung back pain.
Sige, pag-uusapan natin yung mamaya. So actually, kung nakikinig kayo ngayon at umuupo kayo, if you are sitting down, please stand up and stretch. This is your reminder. Right? Okay, so next for our next trivia, let's see. Okay, according to studies, what practice can reduce stress and improve focus for both students and teachers? So we have 3 options. A, drinking coffee before class. B, taking a 5-minute mindfulness break. And C, checking emails in the morning. So alin doon ang nakaka-reduce ng stress and improve focus?
Wow. Napaka-hirap na choices naman yata yan. Okay, meron bang sumasagot?
Yes.
May nag-attempt?
We have, and letter B daw.
Letter B, which is taking a 5-minute mindful
Mindfulness
break. Wow.
And
Sana nga, because
that is correct. Yes. Kasi even just 5 minutes of mindfulness breathing can lower stress and sharpen your focus. Kasi pag if we do some mindfulness like breathing or pausing, it calms the body's stress response. It slows your heart rate and helps you let go of distractions. Oh, yeah.
kaya nga if you're aware of it, I hope it's still a common practice, no? We do start our classes with a short prayer. No, kasama 'yon, no? Ako this is my 32nd year, no? In the teaching, and I try practically every class to start with a prayer. Not just to ask for grace, no, and openness para dun sa klase, but really that it's a strategy that I've been using kasi nga it helps us focus before, no? Kumbaga, kung nabolja ka sa klase before you, pagdating dito, medyo para matanggal naman yung ganung ma-break yung mood na yon. So that hopefully this class mas maging open ka, mas maging relax ka na. So parang it gives you that pause, a new start, so to speak.
Gusto ko yung tip na yan. I know, Doc, nasa class mo ako dati, pero parang nakalimutan ko yung mindfulness at the start or the prayer. And I think I should start doing that in my class din. Parang maganda nga siyang reset, making sure na everyone is there, focused, alam nila na you're in the class now and we can start better, no?
Yeah, yun nga, sana nga. Kasi it really calms you down at the same time. Yun nga, parang sinasabi mo, okay, game na ulit.
Yes, oo. Yes. Okay, and for our last question.
Okay, so ito yung isa pang tinanong. In the Ateneo context, which Ignatian value is often tied to holistic well-being?
Parang quiz.
Oo nga. Yung mga nag-i-intact classes ngayon, no? Mga freshies, dapat alam na alam nyo tong sagot dito. Okay? So may nag-attempt bang sumagot?
Wait lang, Doc. Yung options muna nila.
Option pala. Sorry. Letter A, cura personalis. Letter B, magis. Letter C, ad maiorem Dei gloriam. So, ano sa tingin nyo ang sagot dito? So, again, ang tanong, in the Ateneo context, which Ignatian value is often tied to holistic well-being?
And mukhang marami ang sumasagot ngayon. We have letter A daw.
Letter A, cura personalis, care for the whole person. The answer is correct.
Yes. So, cura personalis nga means care for the whole person, a core Ignatian value. So, at Ateneo, it reminds us that wellness is not just physical, but also emotional, social, and spiritual. Right? We have to see the person, each person as unique and supporting them in a holistic way. Right?
Yun. So, grabe parang dami nating a few minutes, dumaan tayo sa physical aspect, dumaan tayo sa a bit more social, and then may spiritual pa.
Yes.
Okay? So, I suppose that will wrap up our brain boost segment or parang warm up, no? And, sige, siguro baka pupunta na tayo dun sa meat ng ating discussion this afternoon.
Yeah. Right. So, as we mentioned, we're from the Office of Health, Care, and Well-Being. So we want to bring you the Campus Pulse, no? Where we want to share with you what we've heard and what we've learned about the health of our community.
Sige.
So, yan.
Now, doon sa survey na ginawa, mayroon doon that tried to look into yung tinatawag nating mobility aspect, no? And I suppose we have some ideas, no? Meron ba tayong if you can, so sa mga nakakakita ng screen, no? So may mga tinatanong diyan, okay? In terms of
Exercises
during the workday.
Oo.
Ilan ba ang nakakapagsingit pang mag-exercise?
Wow, okay.
Maganda naman pala. Sabi dito sa survey, mga 78, 79%.
17%.
Oh, that's a good number, ha?
Yeah.
That's a good number. And kung ganun, well, I hope may pag-asa. May pag-asa tayo. Okay? And then we also realized from the responses, nung tinanong ilan ang actually nakakapag-exercise regularly, it's about 57%. Medyo mas bumaba.
Oo.
So, in other words, yung mga regular, at least half naman, Kaya lang, sana mas mataas pa, no? Yung iba, I suppose, hindi ganun ka-regular. Kaya
Yes.
pasingit-singit lang.
So, that means kaya naman nila isingit sa workday, pero hindi lang nagagawa.
Yan.
No?
Bakit nga kaya?
Oo nga. Maraming reasons yan. Ikaw, Doc.
Well, sa totoo lang talaga minsan, punong-puno, no? Kaya lang, sabi nga, kung ano daw, sabi pagka gusto, may paraan.
True.
Diba? Pag gusto, may paraan. So, dapat walang excuse kung tutuusin, lalo pa kung gusto natin na ma-achieve yung ating total well-being.
Yes.
Okay?
True.
And I suppose part of this really is multi-factor naman, no? Multi-factor. So halimbawa, when we talk about musculoskeletal disorders, no? Particularly yung low back pain.
Okay.
Okay? Ang tanong diyan, bakit nga ba nagkakaroon ng mga ganitong kondisyon,
Yeah.
no? Sabi nga,
Oo.
nabanggit natin kanina, it could be because of your prolonged sitting or
Yes.
yung prolonged static position, di ba? So either matagal ka nakatayo, matagal ka nakaupo, or matagal ka nakayuko, no? That can actually cause those back pains, no?
Wait, Doc, actually nga, meron nga tayong statistic na actually back pain was one of the top chief complaints at the university clinic for the past 3 years.
Interesting, no? Because globally, no, there's about 1.7 billion, no? Billion incidence rate 1.7 billion cases reported annually ng musculoskeletal disorders.
Wow, annually.
Annually, no? And sa 1.7 billion na yan, more than half, or hindi naman pala, sorry. About 500 million
Okay.
will be back pain alone. More than fractures, more than osteoarthritis. So, ibig sabihin, if you talk about what we call a burden of disease, malaking impact ang low back pain na kailangan i-address o kailangan pagtuunan ng pansin
Yes.
ng mga healthcare professionals. And maraming implication yan, no? Nalaman ko rin yung palang low back pain is the most common cause of early retirement. Lalo pa yung mga bata, yung younger adults who are forced into retirement because of that low back pain. Imagine that. That will translate to productivity issues. That will translate to self-esteem issues. Lalo na kung, di ba, hindi ka makatrabaho, maghahanap ka ng source of income mo. So, ganon ka significant yung issue ng low back pain. At marami pa rin variation niya, no? Kasi when you talk about back pain,
Oo nga, ano ba yun, Doc? Like, what is that?
iba-iba kasi ang hirap minsan i-describe ang back pain, no? But I think more of that is yung tinatawag nating experiential, no? In the first place, generally meron kang upper back, may lower back, no? Pag sinabing low back pain, usually ang demarcation niyan yung rib cage natin, no?
Okay.
Diba? So anything below the rib cage is considered low back.
Okay.
And above that is upper back. Now, meron dyan na acute low back pain, mayroon tinatawag na chronic low back pain. Pag sinabing acute, ibig sabihin, nararamdaman mo yung mga simptomas, mga less than 4 weeks.
Okay.
Nagpe-persist siya pwedeng up to about 4 weeks. Pero pag lumagpas na ng 4 weeks, which is roughly more than a month ka na nagko-complain in spite of may mga medications and treatment, then that is already considered as chronic low back pain. Okay? And ano ba yung nangyayari dyan? Ibig sabihin, yung mga muscle natin, mga litid, yung mga joints, no? Sa likod, from the spine, and then peripherally, yung mga muscle dyan. Ibig sabihin, maraming pwedeng tumitigas, pwedeng kumikirot, pwedeng yung tinatawag na nag-spasm, no? Yung na mayroong mga painful contraction. Okay? So, and usually, dahil nga ito sa wrong posture or awkward posture, yung mga repetitive movements, okay? At saka yung mga forceful action na biglaan. May bigla kang pinulot. Tapos, mali yung anggulo ng likod mo. Yan, pwede kang magkaroon ng back pain. At minsan, tumatagal talaga. Nangyari sa akin minsan yan. May inabot ako sa likod ng kotse. And it was instinct, no? So, minsan may gusto kang kunin. Pag abot ko dun sa bag ko, magkamali ng twist yung likod. Ang tagal kong ininda yun. Siguro mga more than 2 weeks.
Wow.
At ang hirap kasi minsan pa, nai-involve dyan yung mga nerves natin sa back pain, lalo na doon sa lumbar area.
Parang may shooting pain,
Yun,
no?
yung tinatawag na parang tinutusok na kinukuryente ka.
Oo, nakukuryente yung parang arms mo,
Yes.
no? Nararamdaman mo rin.
Marami yang ganyan. So, yun yung mga example ng mga back pains na sinasabi
So,
na.
pag persistent or pag tuloy-tuloy na, at saka nakaka-affect na siya sa daily living mo, you really should seek treatment, no? You should, hindi lang salon pass yan.
Yeah.
Hindi lang, maglalagay ka ng, tiger balm or kung ano man yun, no?
Tama. Kasi pag pinatagal, pwedeng lumala yung injury. At pag lumala yung injury, mas matagal lalo yung paghilom or yung pag-recover from the pain. And we all know na, of course, pain can lead to stress.
Yes.
Di ba? Pagka lagi mong iniisip yon. But at the same time, may feedback yan na the stronger and the more prolonged the pain is, the more it can cause stress.
Yes.
But the stress itself
Can
cause
cause
more pain. So
Ano ba
kailangan
yan?
kailangan ma-break yung cycle na yon.
Actually, interesting din. Before we dive into yung breakdown natin, even pag-usapan pa natin further yung back pain, may nakita akong, actually one of our slides, is may graph siya na yung back pain, you can get bad back pain or may risk ka to get back pain if hindi ka mobile or you're not moving as much. But also, high risk ka rin if you're moving too much naman.
Yeah.
So pag masyadong strenuous or masyadong abrupt yung movement mo or baka if mahilig ka naman mag-workout but it's too heavy for you, then may risk ka rin sa back pain, no? So meron tayong middle ground.
Yep. Kaya, like I said, yung posture, yung starting point mo, laging mahalaga yun
Kailangan.
Diba?
Kung umupo ng tama
Oo,
dito.
lalo na, halimbawa, yung ganun din na nangyari. If yung dagdag na risk yan, yung long screen time. Diba? Kapag
Tech neck.
isa pa yun.
Yun yung term nun, di ba?
Yes. Pero kasi, the longer yung nasa screen time na, hindi lang yung neck Eventually, you begin to slouch, you begin to misalign your spine. Kaya, yun na, tuloy-tuloy na yun. No? Pwede magsimula sa neck, sa shoulder, and then bababa na sa upper back, and then sa lower back, and then mamaya sa hips na, nandun na sa tuhod, and down the line.
Yes. So actually, gusto namin pag-usapan nga ngayon yung back pain. Kasi nga, as we mentioned a while ago, wellness is not just about sickness. It's not just about being sick or not sick. Diba? WHO, the World Health Organization, defines health as not just the absence of disease, but your physical, mental, social, psychosocial, spiritual well-being. Tama ba yung definition ko? But overall, it's a more holistic approach to health. So, we wanted to take sana an example now, like back pain, na sa tingin natin simple lang, pero let's break it down and we'll play the why game to understand it further, no? O break down natin to all these different levels of wellness.
Okay. Sige. Kasi kung titignan natin, no, like, meron yung mga factors, risk factors, and conditions, no, that come into play pagka pinag-uusapan natin yung musculoskeletal disorders, even specifically sa back pain. No, meron tayong tinatawag na individual factors, meron tayong tinatawag na environmental factors. Okay? At syempre, when you talk about environmental factors, you talk about either the organizational or the work environment, but also you can talk about it in terms of culture, no, overall culture, no. For instance, okay.
Sige. Let's start tayo sa physical. I mean, napag-usapan na rin natin, no, Doc, you were talking about the physical aspect of back pain. Yun yung musculoskeletal, yung tumitigas yung muscles, or may spasms, and that can happen, or we can get back pain nga from our posture, from sitting too long without movement. If we don't stretch, our muscles get weak, and dito sa Ateneo community, we have both students and faculty and the staff that part of our work is sitting. It's for longer hours, or maybe also doing some parang some more manual labor also for some of our staff, no? For the staff in Ateneo.
Well, siguro yung starting point mo doon yung individual factors, no? Anong age, okay? Ano yung body morphology, no? So, of course, yung mga older people, mas prone. Okay? But the thing is, sa younger people, initially, hindi nila nararamdaman yon, no? Kaya, binabaliwala. Ibig sabihin, hindi nakukorek agad. No? Until dumating doon sa punto na maging chronic na yung condition, no? Matagal na. And then, it becomes problematic. No? So yun, yung age. And then yung body morphology, of course, if you are heavy in the middle part, halimbawa, yung may mga obese, o kaya yung mga malalaki talaga yung belly, no? Mas prone sila na magkaroon ng mga ganitong problema. Basically, dahil doon sa weight na dinadala nila, no? And that, parang ano lang yan, pag nagbubuntis, di ba? So, yung mga buntis, prone sila sa back pain, particularly yung tinatawag nating lordosis, no? Kasi nga, because yung weight na kailangan i-support nung spine, pwedeng magkaroon ng mga ganitong injuries.
Yeah. Okay. So also, no, parang when it comes to physical, I actually like ngayon, I'm seeing online yung parang mas may focus ngayon on building muscle. You know, even for older adults, no, na important for well-being, for longevity is actually building muscle also and strengthening your spine. No, hindi naman kailangan heavy weights, but we need to strengthen our muscles also kasi yun yung nagka-carry sa atin and can prevent these
actually,
injuries.
Yun ang recommendation talaga, no? It's while mobility in itself is essential, no? Kailangan talaga sinasabayan niya ng muscle strengthening exercises, no? Kasi nga you need your muscles to be healthy as well to effectively move about.
Yes.
Okay? In fact, yung kung hindi ka properly nourished, no, then your muscle mass will suffer. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka makaka-bulk up, no?
Yung protein.
Yung protein
O, yun.
galing, yung protina galing sa pagkain. Hindi, sabi mo nga, hindi naman kailangan maging maging Mr. or Universe ka or parang magkaroon ka ng
Dated, no?
ano to?
But bodybuilder.
Bodybuilder, tsaka yung
Okay.
mga pandesal daw sa
Oo,
tiyan,
sa tiyan,
no?
oo.
Okay. Ano lang yun, parang hindi naman ganun kailangan. At the very least, you want to maintain a certain muscle tone
Yeah.
enough to allow you to react to situations, no? Kasi yun na nga, pagka mali yung pagkilos ng muscle natin, pwede tayong ma-injure.
Yes.
Okay? And when you talk about mobility, gaano ka mobile ba talaga yung pinag-uusapan natin dito? We talk about the physical nature of back pains and other skeletal disorders, no? Sabi, 30 minutes per day.
To exercise, to movement.
Or
For
about, that translates to about, 150 hours a week. And ang sinasabi, it has to be brisk walking. Hindi lang basta walking na namamasyal ka sa luneta, no?
Or sa mall.
Or sa mall. Pero, how do you know kung brisk walking?
True,
Okay? Sabi, the more practical way to determine kung if you're briskly walking is if you can still recite the lyrics of a song without having to sing it.
Recite lang,
Recite
but not
lang,
sing.
but not sing. Kasi, understandable
Parang
na
mas mahirap ata yun.
mas mahirap lang, pero dapat at least ma-recite mo yung lyrics, no? Kasi mas malama kung too briskly walking ka na, kinakapos ka na yun, hindi ka na makakanta, no?
Okay. And is it possible, Doc, to break it down? Does it have to be 30 minutes straight? Or can you do, kasi nga kung kapos sa oras, if you're trying to squeeze it in between classes, kunwari yung 10-minute break, yung pag nag-bell, yung unang bell bago mag-second bell, you have 10 minutes. Can you do brisk
Break
walk
it down?
in 10, for that 10 minutes and then do another afterwards?
Actually, studies have been showing that, na increment, kumbaga, 5 to 10 minutes, then later on, another 5 to 10 minutes, and then another one. Okay pa rin daw yun, no? Ang importante ay, again, yung consistency na you achieve a certain heart rate, no? But I don't want to be technical about that.
Yeah.
Like I said, the simple way to determine if you're doing it fast enough or strenuous enough is if you can still recite the lyrics na hindi ka na hindi naman kailangan kantahin mo.
So, or you can think about it if may hinahabol ka. Like, alam mo, again, just in terms of students, if late ka na sa class, if medyo nagre-rush ka towards something or may hinahabol kang, may pa-close na office kasi bibilisan mo yung lakad mo ng konti. I think that also is, that's brisk walking then. So, siguro just for those that are listening, yung 30 minutes na yan na everyday, baka if overwhelming yan for you, break it down. What's important is that you just try and you do it and try to be consistent also. And if hindi nyo kaya today, try again tomorrow. Yeah. I think that's how you build the habit also.
Ang mahirap lang naman talaga yung first step. No? But remember, natural movement, natural cause yan. Until you take the first step, the second will not follow.
Yes.
So yan,
Wise
kailangan
words from Doc
Kaya
Shaw.
kailangan mauna yung parang yung si Ignacio, 1 foot raised, ready to go. Ganon daw yon. Okay? So, at saka ano pala yan, dapat maintindihan rin na once you become sanay na, kailangan mag-increase ka. Otherwise, you slowly lose the benefit. So, ibig sabihin, kung kayang-kaya mo na yung 30 minutes a day after maybe several weeks, dagdagan mo na.
Yeah.
Para talaga ma-sustain mo yung benefit ng mobility, ng walking na yun.
And also for, other considerations then, the bags that you carry, diba? Yung weight na yon, is it equally distributed? Ako, minsan may handbag lang ako or kaya kailangan kong isipin mag-backpack para at least distributed yung weight sa back, or how am I ano yung upuan ko, is it helping me?
Ay baka naman yung anak mo mabigat din ang bag, ha? So
Hindi,
yan ang
hindi,
babantayan,
hindi.
mga bata natin dyan sa grade
Oo
school.
nga, kawawa yung mga bata. And I heard hindi na papayag ng stroller bag, ha?
Ganun ba?
I heard, baka hindi ko alam kung if it's at Neo, but I heard this conversation that they're thinking about na wala ng stroller bag.
Well, dapat natin tignan kung
Oo.
ano yung ibig sabihin
Kasi
nun.
daw, yeah, but that's it kasi it's trying to solve another problem. Pero baka may consequences for the kids. So, anyway, that's another
topic,
another
yan.
topic altogether.
Another topic
yes.
altogether.
So, we talked about physical. Now, let's talk about the social aspect of back pain.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Meron ba? So, we talk about the social aspect. When we talk about the social aspect of back pain, this is all about what are the habits that we have, no? So because of our school environment, our work environment, we create habits that are built around sitting down. Classes last 1 to 2 hours, no? Meetings.
Minsan nga 3-4 hours pa.
Yes, 3 hours, no? Meetings stretch longer, and even our org work is mostly desk work, no? Or screen-based. So we're rewarded for long hours. No? There is that habit or that perspective na kailangan ko, I need to do the grind. I need to just sit down and do the work. And not necessarily move or take breaks, no?
Yeah. Yun, yung sinasabi natin kanina, yung organizational or environmental factors, no? And mostly it has to do with yung tinatawag nating norms, no? Yung norms, yung culture.
Yeah.
Okay? Kaya nga importante, no, that we consider, for instance, yung work pace, no? Baka naman yung mga empleyado masyadong namamadali or minamadali, okay? So in other words, gusto nilang matapos to beat the deadlines, okay? Of course, the assumption here is ginawa naman yung tamang planning at yung pacing, pero minsan this is again another topic altogether, but the whole issue of toxicity in the workplace,
Yeah.
no? Pwedeng ganun na we rush things minsan unnecessarily or unjustly, no? So yan, yung work pace, and not just work pace, yung minsan yung overall workload rin, no? Are we giving and this is something also that we're trying to look at dun sa ating occupational health and safety. We need to be able to assess every now and then if the work design has been properly evaluated, no? Or madaling sabihin kasi, okay, halimbawa, ito yung isang mga naging issue, hinaharap namin sa clinic. May clearance na ako sa doktor ko, pina-discharge na ako sa hospital. Bakit? Kailangan pa ako dumaan sa university clinic para magpa-clearance. We really want this because gusto namin na ma-assess ka based on your current status post, let's say, surgery or post hospitalization. Okay? Yes, na-solve na yung disease or yung health issue mo, kaya na-clear ka na ng doktor. Ang tanong, given that, how far have you recovered?
Yes.
Will that still fit the job before you got injured? Kasi kung hindi, kailangan magre-recommend kami na i-adjust yun.
Yes.
Dahil hindi ka pa naman 100% nakabalik o naka-recover.
Yes.
So yung sinasabi natin, kailangan yung workload ma-adjust and even the pace of the work ma-adjust para maiwasan yung mga ganyang injury or re-injury.
Yes.
Okay? And then of course, pag high demand, no? Let's say may mga seasonal time ba pag magi-exams ang mga bata. So madalas po yata, no? mga all-nighters, di ba?
Yes.
So again,
Uso yan.
Pero ako hindi ako naniniwala talaga doon sa all-nighter na yan. Kasi nga, if we do things na prolonged, staying in that position, no? Kung gusto mo matapos yung chapter, no? Tapos, nagbabasa ka, then like I said, hindi mo na correct yung posture mo, then that creates yung stiffening of the muscles, yung spasm, etc., etc.
True. Actually, bad habit ko yan because I am not a morning person that I will stay up late just to finish work. Kasi ayokong, or hindi ko kayang magising ng maaga or my brain doesn't work that long. And yun nga, parang you create this culture of sitting still and trying to focus. And it becomes weird, or I think for some people, it's weird if you stand up or stretch in class. Pero actually, for me, when I have my classes or even when I conduct trainings, I always tell them that if you need to stand up, please go ahead and do so. Stand up at the back. You can stand up while listening, walk around, stretch. Hindi yun problema sa akin kasi actually I do that also when I'm sitting still for a long time or nasa mga trainings and workshops, meetings. I do try to stand up din kasi nafe-feel ko din at the end of the day masakit yung likod ko or parang my muscles are stiff. So I think it's creating this culture of accepting and normalizing standing up.
Yep. Ako, pag mahaba rin yung klase, nagpapabreak ako. Not just bathroom break, I call it bathroom break, but really, I also advise them, okay, sige, going to the bathroom, start stretching, and moving your other joints, no? Ganun din yon. But when we talk about the social dimension of back pain, it's not just about yung ganon, yung culture ng the work, no? But even studies will show, yung a stressful work environment, no? In other words, when people seem to parang feel the lack of control with regards to their work or the conditions in their work, that creates the stress that can also translate to headaches, shoulder pain, back pain.
Doon tayo papasok, no, sa psychological aspect din ng
meron pa
back
pala
pain,
yan.
no?
Okay.
Diba? I think that is also the psychological part of it. No? What you're saying, Doc?
Yes. Oo, kasi nga, again, yung sinabi natin kanina, no, mayroong may nag-feed into each other. The stress can heighten the pain and the pain will add more stress.
Yes.
And that's why sometimes ang hirap i-break yung cycle na yon, no? But let's try to define first, no? When we talk about stress, no, people use it loosely, But I think what we need to explain now is when the stress that we're talking about now is that yung ang tawag nito, when we talk about this is the reaction to excessive pressure. Okay? Yun yung sinasabi. So underline excessive.
Okay? Excessive pressure.
And usually this happens when there is a high demand or high expectations and vis-a-vis a worrying of not being able to meet those demands. No?
Okay.
Now, but even as this may sound too psychological, sa totoo lang, it creates a wear and tear condition within the body because during this time, dyan nagsisecrete ng mga hormones, particularly yung adrenaline at saka yung cortisol.
Yeah.
And these hormones somehow affect not just the mood but also yung physical nature nung muscles, no? Yun nga, yung nagkokos kasi ready to contract dahil fight or flight
Yeah.
di ba? So babalik na naman tayo dun sa stiffening of the muscles. Yes. Even yung joints, no? So and then you do a sudden movement, ayan na naman tayo.
Yun yung mind and body connection, no?
And you don't want that to happen. Initially, kung short burst of this stress hormones, okay, beneficial yan. What we don't want is kung ma-prolong. Why? Because these hormones will cause increased heart rate, increased release of energy.
Yeah.
Okay? And then, of course, yung tinatawag natin na, what do you call that? Which means, pwede tumaas ang blood pressure. Okay? Dahil nga mataas yung heart rate. And then, of course, pagka laging mataas yung release ng energy, then you will have an elevated blood glucose level.
It's all connected.
Precisely.
Yeah. Okay, Doc, now naman, we were talking about spiritual wellness, right? Is there a spiritual aspect to back pain?
Parang sasabihin nila, corny, stretch.
Medyo woo.
Oh, stretch na daw yun, no?
Oh.
But I think it's important to put it this way. Especially for chronic pain, no? Which can be very debilitating, not just psychological, but even spiritually. Kasi, yun na nga, if it affects your productivity, it affects your parang tinatanong mo, okay, hanggang kailan ba matatapos to?
Yeah.
Di ba? I think it helps in understanding the concept of self-care.
Yeah.
Baka kasi yung back pain mo, nagsasabi na siya, oops, teka muna.
Signal siya.
It's a signal na alagaan mo, no? And if you think about it, the some of the remedies, no? May mga spiritual nature din yan. For instance, when you do stretching, okay, or let's say, ano tawag nila, sujud o sujud ng mga Muslim, that prostate position, that's actually scientifically sound if you want to release your back pressure. Okay? Or you do that in nag-yoga ka.
Yes. That's child's pose.
Okay.
Dun nga, that's one of the asanas or the poses to release back pain.
Meditation,
Lower back pain. Yes.
yung tinatawag nilang mindfulness exercises, deep breathing exercises, a lot of these will have actually spiritual roots in them,
Yes.
no? And then of course, ano yan, the deeper meaning of life.
Yes.
So, mapapaisip ka rin, mag-introspect ka rin, and hopefully that will help you refocus and reassess how you do your work.
Yes.
And how you do your work.
Yes. So, hindi siya spiritual aspect in the sense na ititiis ko to kasi this is what I deserve. Or alam mo, parang ganon. But it's really reflecting and taking a pause and understanding what is my body trying to tell me right now. Should I be pausing? Are these signs of something greater, right? Or what is my body trying to tell me? Am I creating space for rest, for stillness? Am I rushing too much? Yun nga yung sinasabi nila, right? Am I just going with the flow and not taking a pause? So, I hope for those that are listening, just for that example ng back pain, nakita nyo na wellness is more than just disease, physical. It's not just physical, no? Even simple issues like back pain have layers, no? Meron tayong physical aspect, the individual, what are we feeling in our body, tas yung psychological, the mental aspect of it, the social aspect or the habits and the culture, the environment that can make it easier or difficult, or can increase or decrease the pain that we experience. And then also yung spiritual aspect of it, which is finding meaning and purpose and connection in what we're experiencing.
Yeah, wellness is never one-dimensional. Okay?
Yes.
So, kaya nga dito sa HCW, no, sa healthcare and well-being, we try to frame our mission, no, our part of the university mission in that way, no, that we're not just here to treat the diseases or to provide cure to ailments. What we hope to accomplish is to create that environment that will really promote and sustain the total well-being of our community, no, physically, intellectually, psycho-emotionally, socially, environmentally, and of course even spiritually.
Yes. Yeah, actually, maybe some of you are not as familiar with healthcare and well-being, the office of that, no? But they do, HCW, yun yung tawag namin, does work around policies, healthy policies, around creating an enabling environment within the Ateneo community and improving also the health literacy of everyone, that's students, faculty, staff, just really for the healthcare and well-being of the community. And baka Doc, for those that are not as familiar, you can tell us more about what does HCW do?
Well, like I said, no, we hope to be the wellness hub of the university. No, we're actually going. Ayoko mo nang sabihin lahat kasi baka biglang dagsain, no. But I hope our community will be patient enough also as we lay out one by one our programs, no, and to also. I'm excited that in hopefully in a few months we should be able to start some of our wellness campaigns and programs because we do now have a quote unquote a house or a hub for that, no. We will announce that soon, no, soon. But for now, yun nga. Sana when we visit, no. By the way, we're in the ground floor of Frank Lynch Hall at the Social Development Complex. Okay, that's the main office. And well, soon we will have another one at the farther end of the campus. We will talk about that in another time. But like I said, no, yung nabanggit mo nga, Billy, we'll work on policies that will create an enabling environment. We'll work on programs that will not only increase the understanding of health and well-being, but hopefully we will, and I think this is the more important thing, that we provide avenues and support activities that will create the connections, the relationship buildings within the university. Yeah. After all, that is what I think wellness is all about: a fully integrated body, person. Working or interacting with other fully integrated persons.
Yeah, within the Ateneo
within
community.
the Ateneo, and of course, hopefully, in the larger community outside.
So also, just more concretely, yung HCW, we've had flu educational and vaccination drives, but there also is basic life support training that's conducted every other month.
Yes, every other month.
So every other month. So if there are any employees or students that are interested, no, you will be taught how to conduct CPR, bandage, lift, and other emergency care skills like choking prevention. So that's available every other month in HCW.
Yep. And then ito, first time also, no, in November we'll be co-hosting with LaSalle and UP an international conference. That's the AUN HPN International Conference,
which is the ASEAN University Network Health Promotion Conference.
Yes, and that's going to be on November 27 to 28 at the Hilton Manila Newport World Resorts in Pasay City. We already posted the flyers, but we will try to send the invitations also to our targeted participants.
Yes. So for those that are interested, and I'm very interested, given that health promotion is my expertise, we're opening the invitation to faculty, administrators, professionals, students, who want to attend the conference, the details are on the Facebook page of Ateneo. There is also currently a call for research proposals and elevator pitches that is due by September 30th. So may time pa. So please check that out on the Ateneo page. Just look for the International Health Promotion Conference and the details are there.
Okay.
Yes. So if you have any questions or concerns, you can always go to the school clinics for students. So that's where students mostly go. And the university clinic for employees.
Yep.
Right? And if you want to contact the health care and well-being office, you can call 0920-912-6573 or email programs.hcw@ateneo.edu. But of course, if there are any emergencies, just please go to the nearest clinic.
Yep.
Yes.
So I think that's the time that we have.
Yes.
Ganun pala yung kala ko, hindi natin mauubos yung oras.
Dami natin na pag-usapan, Doc.
Oo nga. Alright, so again, sana we look at health and wellness more holistically, okay? So that it's not just about the absence of disease, but it's really about living a full life, no? That totality of well-being, from the physical to the spiritual.
Yes. So join us again next month, every last Wednesday, hosted by the HCW. But of course, Wellness Wednesdays happens every week. Don't forget to take care of your mind, body, and soul. And if you have any topics that you want us to discuss, please put it in the chat and we will line that up for next month's topic. So there, this has been Wellness Wednesdays. Wellness that speaks to you from the mind and body to the mic on Radyo Katipunan.
Bye!
Bye!
We all want to live healthier in mind, body, and spirit. But where do we start? Sometimes all it takes is a good conversation. Tune in to Wellness Wednesdays on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Together with experts, inspiring guests, and real stories, we explore tips you can actually use. From managing stress, to eating better, to finding balance in a busy world. Because here, we believe wellness isn't just about living longer, it's about living better. So join us, and let's make every Wednesday a step toward your healthiest self. Wellness Wednesdays, wellness that speaks to you. From the body, mind, to mic. Every Wednesday on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo